So, this speech is called I wanted to ask you if you are mentally ill because you force people to work. It's a speech by me, Benimusik. In Benimusik, looking onto the society and the planet Earth from the planet Moon down to every other human being. Everybody could be rich anyway, yes, monetary and in other dimensions. It's really true. But of course, monetary, everybody could be rich anyway, of course. Everything could cost nothing, of course. It's very easy to achieve that, and it would solve many problems. And everything could cost nothing. Besides that, everybody could be rich anyway, of course. Free time society, yes, because jobs are not needed. I will explain you why in this speech. And no jobs needed, true. Free time society, true. And no money needed, of course, true. And no numbers needed. It has to do with the truth that you need no money, but numbers are not needed. Numbers are, I said and wrote it often in my life, and everyone who knows Benimusik, and me personally, Benimusik, thinks every human being on planet Earth knows Benimusik. Numbers are a good thing. Numbers are letters. A 7 is not something else than an A. Yeah, a 7 is this, and an A is this. But numbers, I say it often this way, are too tight to use them. And tight, I mean here the expression for the German word flach, what means flat, but I say tight. The English word tight, T-I-D-E, for this, because of reasons, of several reasons, certain reasons. And but I can explain you why numbers don't work. You can't use them to build machines with the number cosmos. And I can explain you why. Because numbers and the mathematics with numbers are a closed system, and it's a closed system, and because of this it's not working. A word in grammar is invented, every word was invented. Yeah, a tree, I don't know when the word tree, the English word tree for this, was invented, T-R-E-E. When this word was invented, when the word tree was invented, I don't know when, perhaps in Shakespeare's time, or no, I think even much more long ago. But someone, on some day in mankind, someone created this word tree, T-R-E-E, for this. Every word was invented with letters. But the number system is not working because it's a closed system, and and the numbers don't describe something. The word tree, the English word tree, describes this. But a number is an artificial thing. It is not describing something that is existing. And this is the reason why numbers don't work and why you can't build machines with a number system. Because I said it, numbers are in a closed system, in an artificial system, and don't have an connection to a truth. Yeah, and because of this system is not working with numbers. Because I say it again, the number system describes a closed system, an artificial thing where the numbers don't describe something that is existing. And this is the reason why the number system is not working. The English word tree describes this, though this would work. So, to go ahead, let's look at the time. For me it's important, mentally ill topic. I don't want to say something right now here again, or perhaps later on, I don't know. But the mentally ill topic, I don't want to say something here, but I wanted to ask you, if you are mentally ill because you force people to work, do you know this from the history, this story, that people are forced to work? I don't know every country on planet Earth, I don't know, but some people die in doing their work in several ways, but simply they lay on the graveyard then because they work. It's a pity. So many people sleep at home. I heard horror stories from Asia. I don't like this word Asia, but I don't know how to describe this continent with other words, because this seems to be the word for this continent. In Asia, horror stories, people live in a cage as huge as a bed with more stages, and this is their flat. Yeah, they can't afford more, and then they sleep, and then they go to work, and then they come home and sleep. I don't know what they sell, lemonade on the street or something like that. I wanted to ask you if you're mentally ill because you force people to work, and describe it as something, yeah, it's normal in this society. You possess 200 castles and 500 Ferraris and pretend honestly that you have nothing to do with the Nazi culture. Do you know that Mengele, Josef Mengele, was a doctor? Yes, you know this. He studied medicine in Germany in the 1930s and 1940s years. Of course, the doctors nowadays say, no, he's not a doctor. Yeah, he studied in these times medicine, but we now at the Ludwig Maximilians University in Munich in Bavaria, Germany, on planet Earth, we teach not these truths from the medical studies from the 1930s and 1940s years. From Germany especially. So of course Josef Mengele was a doctor, a medical doctor in the 1930s and 1940s years. But now in the year 2021 the doctors say Josef Mengele, this was had a valid medical degree in these years, in the 1930s and 1940s years. But nowadays in the year 2021 Josef Mengele, with his valid achieved degree in medical studies in the 1930s and 1940s years from Germany, Bavaria, from Germany on planet Earth, would nowadays in the year 2021 not be a medical doctor anymore. I'm very interested in the, for example, in the times in the United States of the year 1812, for example, 1812 in the United States of America. It's described as the Wild West Society. I've written about it. You had no jobs, you had completely no medical treatment at all. It was not existing. Medicine, medical industry, no one was sitting in a wheelchair. It was simply not existing. Medicine and medical, the idea of medical. But they were lucky and healthy and looked very good. Of course, I only know fictional fairy tales, but I think they are true. Winnetou and Old Shatterhand and all this. So think about this, please. Let's go on. You don't need jobs. If you wake up in the morning, oh, I have to go to my ice cream maker's shop. I have to open the door and I sell ice cream. Oh, it's 8 o'clock. I have to drive soon to my ice cream shop to open it and then sell ice cream 8 hours a day for the rest of my life, Saturday and Sunday free. Are you mentally ill? You don't. I love water ice, but everything could cost nothing, and this is your life. Good night.